Planet Fitness ended March with about 21.5 million members across 2,909 clubs. Spread that evenly, and each club represents roughly 7,400 memberships. A typical Planet Fitness club is about 20,000 square feet. It cannot hold 7,400 people at once. It does not need to, because the product is not one workout. The product is permission, access. A small recurring promise that says, whenever the motivated version of you appears, the door will open, and that promise can be sold again tomorrow, whether today's treadmill is moving or not. Follow the dollar. There is an easy version of this story. Gyms make money when you sign up in January, stop showing up in February, and keep paying until some future version of you finally admits defeat. That happens, but it is not the whole machine. Planet Fitness says something more interesting in its own annual report. A portion of its members do not regularly use its clubs and may be more likely to cancel. So the perfect customer is not necessarily a ghost. A ghost eventually notices the charge. The more durable customer is somewhere in the middle, someone who values the option, uses it enough to keep the membership feeling alive, and does not need the building at exactly the same time as everybody else. That is a much more delicate business than selling empty treadmills. Start with the sticker price. A new classic membership begins at $15 a month. There is also a current standard annual fee of $49. At the starting monthly price, 12 months comes to $229 before taxes and any enrollment fee. The Premium PF Black Card begins at $24.99 a month. It adds access to any club, guest privileges, and a collection of perks that can include massage chairs, recovery amenities, and other extras depending on the location. That price is low enough to survive a dangerous sentence. I should probably keep it. Multiply that sentence by millions of people, and the small charge stops being small. In 2025, Planet Fitness reported $5.3 billion in system-wide sales. That means monthly dues and annual fees billed across the company and its franchisees. Not protein shakes, not personal training, mostly the recurring right to walk through a door. Now watch how the dollar enters. For Planet Fitness, approximately 87% of membership fee payments are collected through direct debit from a bank account. The company explains why that matters. Compared with credit cards, bank account billing information expires less often. It also reduces exposure to certain chargebacks and dispute fees. At corporate-owned clubs, monthly dues are billed on or around the 17th. Annual fees are billed once a year based on when the member signed the agreement. So your gym is not only a room full of equipment, it is a calendar. Every month, the calendar rolls forward. Millions of small payments move on schedule. In 2025, more than 90% of Planet Fitness's corporate-owned club and franchise revenue came from recurring streams such as dues, annual fees, and royalties. The treadmill is visible, the conveyor belt is not. Now switch on X-ray mode. Planet Fitness is not simply one company operating thousands of gyms. Approximately 90% of its clubs are owned and operated by independent business owners. That turns your membership dollar into a split-screen story. The local club needs enough recurring memberships to pay for rent, staff, utilities, maintenance, and the equipment on the floor. Planet Fitness, the franchisor, participates through royalties and other franchise-related revenue. Its current franchise agreement uses a 7% royalty rate, although older agreements mean not every club is at that rate yet. There is also an advertising machine. Under the current 2026 structure, money flows into national and local marketing, so the next member sees an offer at the exact moment motivation is easiest to catch. One membership dollar is doing more than renting you a treadmill. It is feeding a system designed to find the next membership dollar. The $15 membership gets people through the front door. But Planet Fitness has spent years building an upgrade path. At the end of 2025, about 66.5% of members were PF Black Card members. Over the same period from 2021 to 2025, average monthly dues per member rose from $17.63 to $19.51. That does not require turning every gym into a luxury club. The core floor can remain simple. Then the premium layer adds guest privileges, access to every Planet Fitness location, and amenities that make the membership feel larger than one workout. The business is not only asking, "Will you join?" It is also asking, "Can a little more value make this subscription harder to leave?" And then there is the part most people miss. Planet Fitness does not only collect revenue from memberships and franchise royalties, it also sells equipment to franchisees. New clubs need equipment. Existing clubs generally have to replace equipment every 5 to 9 years. In 2025, Planet Fitness reported $310.1 million in equipment segment revenue. That was 23.4% of the company's total revenue. So the treadmill has two jobs. At the gym, it helps make the membership feel useful. On the franchisor's income statement, it becomes part of a second recurring cycle. Equip, operate, refresh, repeat. The visible machine is the treadmill. The hidden machine is the replacement schedule. This is why January matters so much. For most of us, New Year's motivation is a personal ritual. For the gym business, it is a financial season. Planet Fitness says member joins are typically higher in January than in other months. The company has also spent years sponsoring the Times Square New Year's Eve celebration, placing the brand in front of a huge audience exactly when health and wellness are top of mind. And on May 7, 2026, the company explained what happens when the season misses. Planet Fitness said net member growth had started the year more slowly than expected during its peak sign-up period. Because the subscription model is seasonal, lower first-quarter net joins had an outsized effect on the full year. The company paused a planned national Black Card price increase and updated parts of its outlook. Expected same-club sales growth moved from 4 to 5% to approximately 1%. Expected revenue growth moved from approximately 9% to approximately 7%. A quiet January does not stay in January. When the product is a recurring payment, a missing member is not one missed sale. It is a missing line on every calendar page that follows. So, here is the final receipt. You thought the gym sold workouts. The gym sells access. The low starting price brings the membership in. The annual fee adds another scheduled beat. Direct debit keeps the conveyor belt moving. The franchise system splits the dollar. The premium card lifts the average. The equipment schedule creates a second business behind the first one. And the no-show joke? It is only half true. A low-cost gym does not simply need people who never come. It needs a huge pool of members who keep deciding that affordable access is worth keeping. Some will come often. Some will come rarely. The building only works because they do not all arrive together. That is the machine hiding behind your gym key tag. Next time, we follow $1 into a machine that does not sell access. It sells almost winning.